Hey guys, today I am filming the second update for my fall project pan. I'm so excited because I have 7 empties to share with you, which is amazing. And I do have some roll-ins as well. And I have one product that has just one more use left on it, but I decided to go ahead and film this video today anyway. But let's start with the empties. First being the non-makeup product. I did just finish this morning. This is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I have 3 of these little minis that I wanted to work on. My goal was to finish one each month, and I have been able to do that so far. So this is all used up. This is fine. I do like it, and it has worked well with different primers, and it has worn nicely under makeup, but overall I do prefer the glow screen if I was going to purchase one over the other. Next, I finished my primer spray. This was the 1-ounce size of MAC Fix Plus. We were right there at the last update, now all used up. I am so glad I was able to work through this because, as I mentioned in my intro, I thought I had already finished my last one of these, and then I found it in my backup drawer. So now I'm done with all my minis. I just have 2 full sizes that I got last year from TJ Maxx for a phenomenal price. And I prefer using this as like a finishing mist to help melt all my powders in instead of as a priming spray, but I wanted to make sure I worked through it. It was older, and this is a nice priming spray as well. Then I finished both primers I rolled in last month. This one I went through pretty quickly. This one I finished yesterday. So first is the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. This one only has 3 mils in it, where most sample primers have 5. So it was definitely a bummer because I feel like I wasn't able to fully develop my opinion on this. It was nice and smoothing. It is very different from their original Veil primer because it is a little bit thicker. I do like this. I think I would pick this up with my Ulta points because then it would be like free. But I wish there was more product so I could have gotten a better idea of this. And I would love for them to sell this in a mini size because so far they just have the full size. And I think half an ounce would be perfect amount for me. And then the other primer is the NYX Marshmallow Primer, and this is an extra large sample size. It's like a travel size. It has 8 mils in it, and I don't like that this smells like marshmallow. It's not too sickeningly sweet, but it does smell very sweet. And this is a nice like all over smoothing primer. It doesn't feel slippery. I like the consistency of this. I didn't notice it doing anything for me. I would not repurchase, but I'm so glad I got to try it out, and I love the size of that sample. Next is another product that I just finished yesterday, and I rolled this in last month. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I have one fair. I did pop the stopper out, and I did scrape all the product into a sample jar. That is totally used up as well. I don't like this. This is a very thick concealer, and it's sticky. So I feel like it can pick up on itself, and I feel like it doesn't blend into my foundation as easily as I would like. It really creases under my eye, so I have to blend it out again and then immediately set it. No, I think Tarte Shape Tape is way better than this. I have the Beautiful Skin foundation thanks to my friend Jean, and I really like the foundation, but the concealer is a no for me. Next, I can't believe I finished this. I finished this yesterday as well, and this is the Supergoop Resetting Powder. I had poured it from this container into this container to use up, and I had actually tried using this twice as my actual like setting powder with a puff. The first time I did it, it looked fine. The second time it looked terrible. My skin looked so disgusting. It was like too thick. It was just a big mistake. I think I ended up doing that before work, and luckily it was over video so they couldn't see it that bad. But if I was going in person, I probably would have wiped my makeup off. But as a like finishing powder, like I've set everything, and then I literally just, you can see it's gross. I never washed it. I know. And I literally just picked the powder up like this and then just pressed it on my skin like this. It was very nice for that. I think this is a really nice product. I like the shade of it. Not something I would repurchase. If I got it for free, I would use it up. But if you're looking for a powder sunscreen like this for touch-ups, Derma East sells one as well, much cheaper. That one is a little bit more of a peach tint. But if you're using it to touch up and not to set. I do think it should work well for most skin tones. This expired in October. I'm currently filming this mid-November, so I finished it pretty close to the expiry date. So I'm happy with that. And I do think that I will wash this and then hold on to this as a touch-up brush because the quality of this is incredible. And then my last empty was super exciting. I finished my shadow stick. So I will have a picture up on the screen of what I had left in my little sample jar. This is incredible. So this is the metallic taupe shade. I did scoop all of the product out of there. That's what I do with all my shadow sticks to feel like I really got my full money's worth. This is like the prettiest color I've tried from them, and I wish they had more in the metallic finish. And they made, I can't remember the name of it, because I had a couple minis that came out in a holiday kit a couple years ago that were like glittery. I did not like those, but this metallic one is so beautiful. I've used other shadow sticks since then and I'm like, oh, they look so dull in comparison, but I'm not using it on its own, so I don't necessarily need that intense metallic shine. But I do have a full size of this that I found at TJ Maxx, which is amazing. I absolutely love this. If I did not have a full-size backup, I would buy one. You guys know I love the Laura Mercier Caviar sticks. The size of this is perfect for the size of my lids. They're very pigmented, they're creamy, they don't tug, they don't crease. Phenomenal eye base, and I'm so happy that I got another shadow stick used up this year. So those are all of my empties. Now I have something that I'm going to be decluttering, and that would be the perfume that I rolled in last month. This is my full size of Juicy Couture Viva La Juicy Noir. I've had this for a while. It is opaque packaging and super heavy, so I have no idea where I'm at in this. I tried using it several times, and part of me still likes this, but it's a little bit younger than my preference. I really liked this a few years ago, but I'm not loving it as much anymore. And Justin didn't really like this one either. So I am going to pass this on either to a friend or family member because there's a ton of perfume left. So what I'm going to be doing instead for the rest of the month would be just working on this. This is the Viktor and Rolf Flowerbomb Ruby Orchid perfume. I really love this. I actually purchased a Sephora sample set that had this in it, so I could use the voucher for a rollerball of this size. And from that kit, I have this sample, and it's almost used up, if you can see. But I did recently just place 2 Sephora orders. They've not come in yet, and I selected this perfume sample for both of those orders. So hopefully I do get 2 of them, and then I will try to finish all 3 of them by my next update. And then for the rest of the makeup products that I'm working on, so I will be using my 3rd and final Unseen sunscreen. This has not been used at all yet, so hopefully I can finish it, because I know for like the past month I'd already started using this by my last update. So we'll see, but I think I can do it. I can get through that. Next is something that I'm rolling in as a replacement for my primer spray. I don't think I'll be able to finish this, but I'll make whatever progress I can. This is the Flower Beauty Seal the Deal Luminizing Setting Spray. My friend Lauren decluttered this to me, and this is where I started on it. And I've been using this for a couple weeks, so now I'm down here. The mist is so fine that it is annoying. It takes a long time to get through this, so you can almost barely feel it on your face. So as of like yesterday and today, I decided I'm gonna start spraying like twice the amount I normally do, because it is just so fine. It's too fine. So because of that, it will not be finished, but we'll see what progress I can make in a month. Then I do want to roll in another primer sample, and this is one that my friend Lauren gave me as well. This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Primer. This one also has 5 mils. I used it for the first time today. This is a nice like basic smoothing primer. I should be able to finish this in a month. I'm not worried about that. Then I'm not gonna roll in any concealer replacement. I'm just gonna play around with the things that I have. And this is a product that only had 1 use left. My Illamasqua Beyond Liquid Highlight in OMG. I squeezed out the rest of it into a sample jar, which made it so much easier to use as far as like controlling the amount of product that I was getting out. And hopefully you guys can see that there. Just one more use left, which is really exciting. Then for a replacement powder, I would like to finish completely. I do think it's possible. This is my Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I repressed it because I was just on the outer rim, and I use this every single day to hit my oily areas. So this should be finished up for sure, which would be amazing. I've had this in my collection for a long time. And lastly, for face, we have my Urban Decay All Nighter Summer Solstice Setting Spray. This is feeling so light. I feel like there's only a handful of uses left. This will be done by the finale for sure. And at the intro, this weighed 3.296 ounces. First update, 2.420 ounces, and today this weighs 1.531 ounces. So I used up almost a whole ounce of product, which is amazing. So excited about that. So this should be done super soon, which is amazing. You guys know I've been working on this basically all year long. Then I have my little Kosas brow gel samples. I had started using the Kosas Air Brow Volumizing Treatment Gel in Taupe. This is still going, so I think this is going to take me to the finale, and then this is something that I'll probably just throw into my winter project pan. The clear version, I definitely underestimated these, which I don't know why, because I know when I've used up many Benefit brow gels before, it took a long time, but that was just kind of like a throw-in product anyways. Then for my lip products, I actually have another empty I forgot to show, so I have 8 empties this month. I did finish my Grande Cosmetics Hydrating Lip Plumper, and I have moved on to my backup. And let me pull the stopper. So I know it's hard to see, there's a very big air bubble in the middle here, but still a lot of product to go. I'm such a dummy, and I did not count the uses that were left in this old one. I just counted how many times I used this product since last update and today. So sorry about that. I used it 22 times, which is excellent. Very proud of myself. I was using this as my first step in my makeup routine, so I do think that I can finish this one by the finale as well, which will be amazing. And then I have my 2 colored lip products. I made really good progress on these as well, which is amazing. I for some reason thought I might have one finished by this month, which I don't, but they will both be finished by the finale, which is all I care about. So we have my Buxom Full On Lip Polish in Celeste and Lip Cream in Hot Toddy. So with Celeste, I was at the top of the X, now I'm at the top of the O. And with Hot Toddy, I was at the top of the U, now I'm halfway through the O. So really excited about that. This is really my purse gloss, my on the way to work, on the way back home from work, my car gloss, and this is the one that I'm putting on for meetings. So as I said, I was gonna have more meetings this month and this progress would pick up, which it did. I can definitely have both of these finished by next month, and I will pull out the stopper. Okay, so now I have the products with usage goals. So for my cream blushes, I had 5 of them. I wanted to use them 5 times each. So first I have my Kiko Rebel Bouncy Blush in Velvety Peach. Previously, I had used it 2 out of 5 times. I used it an additional 2 times over this past month, so now I'm at 4 out of 5 uses. Next is my Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur Blush in Blurred Buff. Previously, I used it 2 out of 5 times. I used it an additional 2 times, so I am at 4 out of 5 uses. Then I have my Merit Blush Balm in Terracotta. I had previously used it 1 out of 5 times. I used it 3 more times, so now I'm at 4 out of 5 uses. Next, I have my MAC Glow Play Blush in Blush Please. Previously, I used it 1 out of 5 times. I used it 3 more times, so now I'm at 4 out of 5 uses. And lastly, I have my Persona Blush Stick in Teddy. I had previously used it twice. I used it 2 more times this month, so I have used it 4 out of 5 times. So I have used all of my blushes 4 out of 5 times, so I need to use them 1 more time each. I will definitely be able to do that by the finale. Next, I have my 5 ColourPop Creme Gel Liners. I wanted to use all of these 5 times each. I was super close on some of them. So one of them I had even hit my goal, but I decided to keep them all in and see where I could get. I thought maybe some of these I would want to increase my goal to 10 uses. I think I'm just going to keep them all in until next month just to see how many uses I can get. So for my metallic olive pea soup color Wildcat, I previously used it 3 out of 5 times. I used it 2 more times, so I have officially hit my goal on 5 uses. Then we have the shade Fiery Fierce. I had previously used this one 3 out of 5 times. I used it 3 more times, so I am at 6 uses. Next is this Metallic Bronze Groundbreaker. I had previously used it 5 times. I used it 2 more times, so I have used it 7 times. Then I have this Metallic Copper Brickell. I previously used it 4 times. I used it 5 more times this month, so I have used this 9 total times. And then I have Red Rock, a matte terracotta. I previously used it 3 times. I used it 5 more times this month, so now I'm at 8 total uses. So I think the 2 of these I'll be able to use 10 times, but then these other ones we'll just see how many times I end up using them. So I've already hit my 5 use goal on all of these, which is awesome. Then I almost forgot about this. Luckily, I watched my last update before filming this one. This is my Stila Shimmer and Glow in La Douce. This is a metallic olive, and I, at last update, decided to lower my goal to 3 uses. I hadn't used it at all this month, so I did use it today on top of my lid shade. So I'm cheating a little bit because the lid shade I'm using is from the Flower Beauty Jungle Lights palette. It's super pigmented and metallic on its own, so this just added a little bit of pizzazz but didn't make a huge difference. So I do still want to use it 3 times, so that means I need to use it 1 more time over this next month. And lastly, I have my Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. I wanted to use every shade in here once. There are 28 shades. I had only used 5 at my last update. I have officially used all of these, which is amazing. I'm so proud of myself, and I did write down a lot of the looks I created, but not all of them, so I will have them listed in the description box. I mostly use this for work makeup, but there were a few days where I pulled in a shade or 2 and featured it in my makeup of the days, but I am really happy I have this palette. The colors are really pretty. There are a lot of cream to powder shadows in here, but it's mostly the darker shades, and I put them on my lower lash line anyway, so that ended up working out just fine. So guys, that was my second update for my fall project pan. Really happy with all the progress I was able to make. I do think I will have a lot of things finished by the finale, maybe not everything, but most things, which makes me feel amazing. And I've already finished so much in this project, but I would love to know your thoughts on these products. If you've tried them, I would love to know what products you're doing right now. I am doing my rolling sample project pan where I'm using hair care, skincare, and body products. And of course, I'm also doing my year-long makeup project pan in case you want to see more project panning content from me. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.